I'm standing here with Neil from New Hampshire, and you got some incoming news from Keene. Late last night, tell me what happened that you know.
Well, I'm here at the Ron Paul sine wave, and just about 15 minutes before I left to come here, I saw a report off of Talley TV's YouTube channel where apparently there was a dance party in Keene last night in the center of Square. And this is a location where they've had what they call nightcaps before, just little nighttime parties. And of course there have been 420 rallies there, and for the most part, that part of town seems to be kind of like a hands-off area for police. As long as there's no one harming anyone else, they've kind of learned to stay away just because the activists kind of make a stir about it. But last night I guess they felt compelled to act on this dance party, and I don't have complete information about it, but I did see Derrick Freeman, who is a new co-host on Free Talk Live. He's also one of our hosts on Prometheus Unchained, another podcast out of Keene. He was handcuffed on the ground after having had something taken from him by the cops under the assumption that it might have been stolen.
This is coming with us.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. You have no right to take that.
It is. Excuse me,
On
sir.
what grounds?
No,
On what
guys,
grounds?
no. You're gonna get arrested too.
Why?
You are gonna get arrested too.
On what grounds?
Stop!
Hey,
Stop!
on what grounds?
Stop!
On what
Stop!
grounds?
Stop!
Leave him alone! Man, he's not doing fucking anything to you, man. Hey, guys. Hey,
What the fuck?
Hey, is this the answer?
Complaint.
More force!
Use it! Use more force! Get back! Sir, let go of the bag.
Get your fucking hands off him! He's not fucking doing anything!
My property! And you do what
You have no right to take that!
So
You
you
have
took
fucking no right!
the mouse's word and then put this man to the
That's
ground?
correct.
These guys don't even know
What
who
kind of
shit that
example
is.
did you set? Putting people to the ground, trying to take their property?
Look at my hands, you idiot! A lighter.
Apparently the cops sprayed him with mace. Just sprayed his face with mace for someone that was already in custody. And I'm not even sure what the arrest was for to begin with, but it was just very disturbing out of Keene.
I feel like I'm being kidnapped. No, I don't want to get... Whoa, shit! Are you fucking kidding me? Proud about your job? Love it, right? You guys love it? There you go. There you go. Tell the family about this one today, right? All you guys must be proud. Yes, I did. You guys must be proud, right?
That they would feel compelled to use punishment as a tactic after they already had someone securely and under arrest.
You know, this is one of those things where I'd like to give the KPD a call and record the conversation, get their side of the story, but the wiretapping law actually sort of discourages me from getting their side of the story because it put the chilling effect on making those calls. Because you're recording and you're on the phone, which is like two of the key elements to meeting the wiretapping criteria. So I just don't get their side of the story. I just it silences them essentially. The wiretapping law does, unless I happen to be around them in person or something. Then I could ask. But that's too bad that this was. I mean, what were you gonna say?
Well, if they had a compelling side of the story, I would hope that they'd have it out there for the media and independent media to present it. But I have a feeling they don't, and that last night was something that the officers themselves probably didn't go home and brag about to their families what they did.
Yeah.
At least they shouldn't.
Can you think of some kind of I mean, there's been a lot of stuff going on since 2009 in the Central Square in Keene. Some folks don't like it. The cops don't always like it. Can you think of some kind of a win-win solution that would benefit both sides and help the Central Square?
Well, it's a great thing that we do have the media that allows us to get this information as rapidly as it does. I mean, I was watching video of it just shortly 12 hours after it happened. I'm sure it was uploaded last night too. It's great that activists can have a win by being notified and being able to respond. But I think the real win as far as the position that the police are in is just not to act in situations where there are peaceful people, apparently this time having a dance party and enjoying themselves. And it's a real losing situation whenever they interject themselves forcibly.
Now, one thing I heard from looking at the Free Keene site, I guess there's at least an activist now who is organizing, maybe it was Derrick for all I know, but there's an activist who is organizing cleanups at the park because they figure they're using the park a lot, the activists are, so they should start taking responsibility for it as well. And that does strike me as something that not only we would consider a win solution, but the police probably also would like that. Although I guess there is some concern that even this could result in arrest, because I guess what they want to do is reseed the grass and stuff like that. They want to plant more grass and stuff like that. And someone has actually been arrested there in the past for trying to plant. So
oh yeah,
my guess is they'd get away with a little bit of grass planting. But
after the nightcaps, which are nighttime parties that they've had there in the past, they made sure to clean up. I've been at them myself. We always made sure to clean up after ourselves and to put trash that we didn't even bring ourselves.
Yeah, they also rescued a car there once. There was a car that broke down, and they helped the people move it out of the way.
Yeah, people helping people voluntarily without state money being involved. Thankfully.
But there are reports that the grass is definitely suffering there, and probably in a large extent because of the activists.
Well, I know it's used also a lot by the youth that are in Keene, so it's not just the activists that are there.
Yeah.
But it's a public park. It should be there to be used, right?
Yeah. Well, what do you think should happen next? What do you think activists should do in response to this?
Well, I think they should celebrate. I think they should dance and, of course, continue to put pressure onto the police and onto the elected officials that employ the police in that area, and at least try to have some semblance of accountability. But I think we just win by continuing to do what we wish to, as long as we do so peacefully in the face of such a threat.
Well, I guess it's 1:30 on the 10th right now. As of this time, what is Derrick's status?
He has returned home at this point. I don't know if he was bailed or released on his own recognizance, and I'm not even sure as to the charge. So I'm wondering what exactly they could have possibly arrested someone for peacefully dancing. But we've seen with the Jefferson 1 in Washington, D.C. that it really doesn't matter what you're doing. You could be dancing silently to music on your iPod. And,
yeah, they body slammed a national radio or national TV host. So what else? Anything is possible.
That's true.
All right. Thanks, Neil.
Thank you.
Uh-oh.